Video games have evolved into a medium that not only entertains, but also immerses players into rich and captivating worlds. Among the plethora of gaming experiences, Batman Arkham Asylum stands out as a pinnacle in the superhero genre, mostly credited for its atmospheric brilliance, and that's what I want to discuss today. Developed by Rocksteady Studios and released in 2009, the game plunges players into the heart of Gotham City's infamous psychiatric hospital, Arkham Asylum. As we take on the role of the Dark Knight, the atmosphere of Batman Arkham Asylum is a carefully crafted combination of visual, auditory, and narrative elements, creating an immersive and unforgettable gaming experience. Arkham Asylum was one of the first games that completely stole my attention when I was a young gamer. It was unlike anything I've ever seen at the time. It stood on the borderline with some of the games that I was probably too young to play at the time, but to be honest, that made me enjoy it even more. For the most part, I only knew Batman from a handful of movies, comics, and TV series, none of which depicted the world of Gotham in this light. Now that I've grown into adulthood and have had the pleasure of experiencing some of Batman's greatest comic arcs, I have to say, Rocksteady absolutely knocked it out of the park with their interpretation of The Dark Knight. One of the defining aspects of the game's atmosphere is its visually striking representation of Arkham Asylum. The dark and decaying architecture, partnered with haunting characters and structures, creates an environment that is both eerie and intriguing. As players traverse the asylum's halls, they encounter a blend of gothic and industrial aesthetics, conveying a sense of unease and despair. The use of muted color palettes, mostly dominated by grays, blacks, and deep blues, contributes to the overall sense of gloom and impending danger. The lighting design in Batman Arkham Asylum plays a crucial role in establishing its atmosphere. The strategic use of dynamic lighting enhances the suspense and mystery, casting Batman as this creature of the night on a mission to restore this island to its rightful state. The game's reliance on atmospheric effects such as rain and mist further intensifies the visual experience, creating a world that feels both real and surreal. These visual elements both immerse players in the unstable atmosphere of Arkham Asylum, reinforcing the grim nature of Batman's surroundings. Rocksteady fabricated this asylum to be a perfect blend of ultra-realism and extreme comic accuracy. Complementing the visual design, the auditory experience is equally as important in shaping the player's experience. The haunting musical score contributes to the sense of tension and unease. The music dynamically shifts in response to the player's actions, heightening the emotional impact during pivotal moments. From subtle whispers of the asylum to the intense confrontations with iconic villains, the soundtrack serves as an auditory anchor that enhances the overall experience for players. One of my absolute favorite aspects of the game that I looked over when I was younger was the Spirit of Arkham shrines that, upon discovering, you receive a deciphered message from founder of the asylum, Amadeus Arkham. Geniusly voiced by Tom Kane, these messages serve as the voice of the island itself.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham.
They create a haunting and paranormal feel that tremendously adds to the atmosphere as you roam the grounds. I highly recommend listening to these tapes as they add so much to the lore of the universe, and upon making this video and playing the game once again, I knew that I had to include them in this video. The narrative unfolds through a series of chilling encounters with some of Batman's most formidable foes, including Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, and Killer Croc. Each confrontation adds layers to the overarching atmosphere, revealing depths to the asylum's corruption and psychological toll that it takes on its inhabitants. The use of Batman's detective skills further immerse players in unraveling the mystery, allowing them to piece together clues and uncover the truth behind the Joker's master plan. It's also important to note that this incredible story is written by legendary Batman writer Paul Dini, and it shows. The script's attention to detail and adherence to the source material contribute to the authenticity of the narrative atmosphere. The game draws inspiration from various Batman comics, creating a cohesive and engaging storyline that resonates with both longtime fans and newcomers to the Dark Knight's mythos. This alignment with the broader Batman universe enhances the overall atmosphere, allowing players to feel like an integral part of Gotham's intricate story across all forms of media. It's important to say, we're not just playing a game, we're firsthand experiencing a Batman story, and that is what makes this game so special. It's one of the most immersive titles I've personally ever played. Beyond the visual, auditory, and narrative elements, Arkham Asylum excels in crafting an emotional atmosphere that resonates with players. The game delves into the psychological struggles of its characters, particularly Batman, as he confronts his own fears and vulnerabilities. The interactions with the Joker in particular create a complex emotional dynamic. The emotional weight of Batman's journey is really important to this game. It adds layers of depth to the overall atmosphere. The game explores themes of sacrifice, determination, and the thin line between heroism and madness. The many themes within this game transcend it beyond a mere superhero action-adventure game into a profound exploration of human psyche. And that's really important when you have a game that takes place within a mental institution. Batman Arkham Asylum stands as a cornerstone to atmospheric design in video games. The synergy between visual, auditory, narrative, and emotional elements creates an immersive experience that transforms the confines of traditional gaming. As players don the cape and cowl of the Dark Knight, they're not merely just playing a game, they are entangled in the oppressive atmosphere of the asylum. It's a testament to the meticulous craftsmanship of Rocksteady Studios. In the realm of video games, Batman Arkham Asylum remains a shining example of how atmosphere can elevate a game from a mere pastime to a transformative, unforgettable experience. This game played an absolutely huge role in my childhood. It was one of the first games that grabbed me and pulled me into story-driven gaming experiences. It's a game that I've played over and over again since I was, 11 years old when I first played it. I know I needed to have a video on this channel specifically dedicated to Batman Arkham Asylum. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. I have plans to do another special video on Arkham Asylum that I'm not going to reveal just yet, but it's going to take a lot of work. So if you guys want to see that, and if you guys want to catch some more future videos from me, be sure to subscribe if you aren't already. Drop a comment down below your thoughts on Batman Arkham Asylum. Tell me some of your favorite moments from the games. Tell me how the game made you feel when you first played it. I love hearing all your guys' stories when it comes to gaming, so let me know down in the comments below, and drop a like if you enjoyed today's video. With that all being said, once again, thank you for joining me today on Respawn Media, and as always, happy gaming.